Hey everybody, it is Philgamesh. This is August 22nd. It's Wednesday. I'm back from the comic book store. I got my books. Wanted to start with a few books that I missed in previous weeks. This first one from Boom Studios, Black Badge #1. This came out maybe last week, maybe the week before. I don't remember. But it's basically about like Boy Scouts taking on missions for the CIA or something like that, which I personally think is awesome because I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid, and back then, of course, I was too young to know that I was no James Bond, so I totally would have just gone for it. Anyway, it's written by Matt Kent, who I haven't read a whole lot of his stuff, but I've read a few things and I've liked what I've read so far, so hopefully, I haven't read this one yet, but hopefully it's pretty cool. This next one from Devil's Due Comics, Little Girl #1. This came out, I don't know, maybe a month ago or more, but I couldn't find it at first. I was looking for it and I just happened to find it at a random shop that I went to just this past week. So I grabbed it. It's kind of a ghost story or horror book, something like that. Again, I haven't read this one yet. I don't know any of the creators, but hopefully it's cool. This one came out a couple of weeks ago, I think. Strangers in Paradise #5 from Terry Moore. My shop just didn't, like, they got them in late, so I was there right when they opened on Wednesday and they just didn't have them in yet. And I kept forgetting to pick it up until now. So, yeah. Egypt. Alright, now for the books that came out this week. We'll start with Beasts of Burden, Wise Dogs and Eldritch Men #1. I've always enjoyed this, well, I don't want to say series because it's like a bunch of random mini-series and one-shots and stuff, but it's always been really cool. Usually drawn by Jill Thompson. This one has a different artist, so we'll see how that goes. This is the variant cover by Raphael Albuquerque, but I'm looking forward to reading it because I've always really liked it. And then from Image, picked up Cold Spots #1. This is supposed to be another horror book, which is really cool. Beast of Burden is also kind of a horror comic, if you're not aware. But yeah, I like this cover. Looks like a movie poster. I assume it's about ghosts. So we'll see. Looking forward to that one. We will move on to DC. Grab Silencer #8. I've been enjoying this series. I think it's the best one of these New Age of Heroes. God, I think I say that every time I show this book. Whatever. It sort of reminds me of the Jenny Frison Wonder Woman covers that she's been doing for the last couple of issues, but not like a postcard or anything. It's just a standard action drawing. Anyway, speaking of action, grab the David Mack cover for Action Comics 1002. That's a nice cover. I think it's the best one of the Superman covers that he's done so far. Because I like it when Superman has a face, personally. I wasn't originally going to get Teen Titans 21, but I just like the variant cover. I think it's Alex Garner. It kind of looks like, I don't know, digital painting or something like that. It's pretty cool looking. So I thought I'd grab it and give it a shot. And then the last book I picked up from DC was Justice League Dark #2, the Greg Capullo cover. I haven't read it, but I flipped through it, and I won't like really spoil anything necessarily, but I will say that the Upside Down Man makes a very cool entrance. So if you're looking for that first full appearance, I guess this qualifies. So it's good stuff. I like the first issue. It was pretty cool. Moving on to Marvel, picked up a couple of Fantastic Four covers that are, I don't know, on different books because Marvel just had too many Fantastic Four covers. This is the Avengers #6. This is the John Cassaday Fantastic Four cover. Always enjoy his artwork. Planetary, one of my all-time favorite books. Next up, I grabbed Amazing Spider-Man #4. I believe this is Chris Sprouse doing a Fantastic Four cover. Let's see. So that's it for those. And then I also grabbed West Coast Avengers #1. I have my doubts about this one. I thought I would just grab it and, I don't know, see if it does anything. I don't know. I flipped through it. It looks like it, I mean, I only gave it like a cursory look, but it might be a decent read. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. I also really wasn't going to pick up this one, but at the last minute I decided, because it's kind of a light week, I figured I'd just go ahead and grab it. Moon Girl and, well, it's supposed to be Moon Girl and Double Dinosaur, but I guess now it's Moon Girl and Devon Dinosaur, #34. I'm not sure if they're planning to like make this some kind of change based on like turning this property into a kids cartoon show. Like, I don't know. Kids don't need to be protected from the devil, if that's what they're worried about. Or at least they certainly don't need to be protected from a cartoon red dinosaur that calls itself Devil. But maybe they got cold feet and decided to mix things up a little bit. So if that's what they do and the cartoon is like Moon Girl and this kid Devon Dinosaur who can turn into a big dinosaur, then I don't know. Maybe this book will do something on the secondary market at some point down the road, like 5 years from now. We'll see. I still have my doubts. Last up, of course, I had to grab Venom #5. That's a gorgeous cover. Donny Cates is absolutely killing it on this book. Yeah, it's great. I love that. Venom with wings. How has nobody ever thought of this before? That's awesome. Anyway, that's all I grabbed. A pretty light week. But I guess that gave me a chance to grab a few books that I normally wouldn't have. Feel free to leave a comment if there's anything pressing that you need to say about all this stuff. Otherwise, I'll see everybody in the next video, so y'all take it easy.